Hi everyone, TSW here, and I've got a really fun video for you today. So this is the Black Temple Attunement that never made it into live servers. So just to be clear, this is not going to happen on Classic World of Warcraft Burning Crusade. This is not what ever happened on retail. This is just something that was posted on the official worldofwarcraft.com website that I found with a web archive, and it's a very interesting attunement guide for the Black Temple. Now, if you thought that the Black Temple attunement and attunements in general in WoW were a bit long-winded, wait until we get down into the nitty-gritty of this. Okay, so let's just read the blurb at the top, and then I'll go through the different quests and objectives one by one as we go. So, the Black Temple Attunement. In an epic adventure surpassing the War of the Shifting Sands and the opening of the gates of Ahn'Qiraj, players will be able to participate in an all-encompassing race to unlock the secrets of the Black Temple. So it's saying that the opening of AQ is nothing in comparison. Okay, let's bear that in mind going forward. Illidan's mysteries are not for the unprepared, and players will need to ensure that they can overcome every challenge on the path to conquering the citadel of the Betrayer. In a series of quests and tests ranging from the depths of the Molten Core to the heights of Karazhan, the most dedicated and committed of players will win through to obtain the fabled key, which will then enable the players to master them all. It sounds like Pokemon. I'm just going to say it. Master them all, catch them all. Okay, moving on. Who knows what resistance will be thrown against Azeroth's greatest heroes in the time of trial and triumph? The Burning Legion is unlikely to resist the opportunity to wreak revenge on the one who betrayed Kil'jaeden. Okay, I'm not too clued up on the lore, but yeah, Kil'jaeden, big deal, right? Below you can find a helpful chart of what is to do to gain access to the epic treasures of the Black Temple. Okay, so deep breath. Seek to discover. So this requires revered with the Ash-Tongue Deathsworn. So currently in game, I think I don't even know if you're able to get friendly with the Ash-Tongue Deathsworn. Maybe you can, but you can't get revered. Definitely not. So this requires level 70 and has you speak to a Karma, and he sends you to Magtheridon's lair. I'm not sure what you're expecting to do in Magtheridon's lair, because presumably you've already killed him for the tier 5 Tempest Keep attunement, but nonetheless, goes to Magtheridon's lair. And then Karazhan, for some unknown reason, there's no there is a tooltip. It doesn't tell me anything other than you need the key to enter Karazhan. Good to know. And then we go to Dire Maul, of all places, for the quest, the hunt for Torthelden's Wrath. So look at this crazy item. So this quest has you go into, obviously, Dire Maul, speak to Lord Master Kil'jaeden, and be at least revered still with Ash-Tongue Deathsworn. Make sure they still like you. And you need to, as the objective says, defeat the 3 rulers of Dire Maul before they can abuse Torthelden's Wrath. So there's a 30-minute timer. Is this just a normal timed run? I'm not sure. And the reward is a schematic for engineers, which is a little bit expensive on the material side of things. 10 Corian bar. Okay, we can deal with that. 6 Dawnstones. Okay, we can deal with that. 30 Primal Fires. Getting expensive, but if you give us, a bit of time, that can be dealt with. 15 Primal Nethers. Okay, so 15 Primal Nethers. I hope this trinket isn't for every player in the raid. I hope it's just for one guy to summon, because how many engineers do you know right now who just have 15 Primal Nethers ready to use? I don't know anybody. Okay, crazy. And then you're going back to Karazhan for some reason, not sure why. A second quest is shown here. If you can't Take the Heat. Starts in Karazhan after using the trinket, Tall Theldin's Wrath, which is the one crafted with the above schematic from engineering. Use the trinket in the room behind the kitchen door. The kitchen door will open after killing all the bosses in Karazhan in under 4 hours. This door will remain open for 2 hours. So I love this. This is a timed event in Kara, clearing Kara in under 4 hours. Fairly straightforward, but it's cool. I like at the top here, it was talking about a race to unlock the secrets of the Black Temple, and I was hoping that there'd be some sort of timed events here. And there are more timed events. Don't worry about that down this attunement guide. So there's additional content unlocked in Kara, which I love the idea of. You defeat Daraseni. Check Barai page for useful items for avoiding this boss's holy attacks. So there's some sort of holy stuff going on, and presumably the trinket that you craft with a bit of holy resistance, which isn't a stat that you see basically ever in game. There's like a holy absorb potion, and I think that's about it. So good luck avoiding the holy damage. And then we're going to everybody's favorite heroic, not Ahn'Qiraj, for the quest The Bindings. So the tooltip flies around a little bit here, but The Bindings. So this is going back to Akama in Shadowmoon Valley, and then he's presumably telling us to do something in the Ahn'Qiraj. No additional information given here, besides the requirement for the warp forged key. So this is heroic mode. Ahn'Qiraj. And then we're going to Molten Core. So imagine doing this attunement on a character that didn't play level 60 classic, because this requires revered with the Hydraxian warlords. LFM Molten Core rep farm group, anybody? Because that is what this would have you do on all of your alts. If you didn't play vanilla 60 classic, you're not going to have any Hydraxian warlord rep. So get grinding it. Not very fun. I can see why this didn't make it into the game. And then we've got the Dragonflight here, which just has you, again, go to the Hydraxian Honor Guard, the guy in Najara, for the Dowsers. So that's where you know that mob from, the friendly water elemental in Hashara. So he's the guy that you speak to for these Molten Core quests for the attunement. And then we have Arrogant Azuragos, which I think you have to kill Azuragos. We have the Gregarious Greens. This has you, I believe, kill all 4 of the Nightmare Dragons, this portion of the quest. Big Mouthed Blackwing, which has you clear Blackwing Lair. And Abstinate Ahn'Qiraj, which will have you kill Ahn'Qiraj. So particularly with the world bosses, I can see this being a big pain, particularly if multiple guilds are wanting to do the attunement at the same time, or opposing factions. Could you imagine that? Not fun. But at least you'd be able to do 40 people at a time. So maybe 2 guilds could do 20 of 2 guilds of the same faction. Interesting. It would put a whole new spin if the world bosses kept guilds away from progressing in tier 6. That would be hilarious, quite honestly. So stabilizing the unstable. I don't know what this quest has you do. Can I get a mouse over? It just has you go to an NPC, Arboreus in Nagrand. And then we go to the Serpent Shrine Cavern, which is kind of similar to what we have now. In that you go and speak to the NPC behind Fathom Lord Kerithres, and you get the costume, which you then use for the Alar encounter to get the Hygel portion of the tier 6 attunement quest done. So that's cool. So that's maybe something similar. You know, we're going into tier 5. Well, we've done Kara and Mag's lair. I'm surprised there's no Gruul's lair here. Okay, so going down, we have the elements, which I was thinking, is this one for each of the 5 elements? Steam Vaults, Water, Botanica, Nature, Ahn'Qiraj, Arcane, and then we've got, is Kara Shadow. And then is Serpent Shrine fire somehow? I know that it's fire damage from the water in the Serpent Shrine caverns. I don't know. Trying to think of the elements for this bit. And then we've got Prove Your Worth. I don't get any kind of tooltip here, so apologies. I don't know what this is. And then it breaks off into Serpent Shrine caverns again, as well as Tempest Keep. And then I was reading the forums for this when this attunement guide was announced by Blizzard. What happens is you have to, on your server, I believe, you have to do all of these in 10 minutes. So I think it would have been a realm-wide agreement to kind of do all this at the same time. So I don't know. I think one is Horde and one is Alliance. I'm not really sure. Before I knew that you had to do them all in 10 minutes, I thought maybe one of them was Scryer and one was the Aldor or something, or Horde and Alliance. But I think it's probably Horde and Alliance. So what you would do, I imagine, is say to everybody at 9 p.m. server time on Friday or some time, everybody is aiming to kill the last boss on the hour. So you would just have multiple groups in every single one of the heroics, particularly the annoying ones. Like on the forum post, it was saying where you have Ahn'Qiraj, a roleplay timed event for the mobs to come before you finally get to the last mob, or Black Morass. That can be difficult to time when you're wanting to kill the boss. But killing them all in 10 minutes is a bit crazy, but would be really fun, I imagine. And then we have Hyjal here, and then Hyjal completed. So I'm not really sure what's going on here, or if there's an error. Like, is this trying to suggest that you need to clear Hyjal before you can progress into the Black Temple? That would be interesting. And then again, we've got Hyjal here. I don't know if we need to go to Hyjal. So this suggests you then go to Hyjal, and then you're doing 2 more quests, and then finally getting the key to the Black Temple. Very, very interesting quest chain. I'm like, on first look, I thought that you had to do all of the heroics yourself. So I was just thinking, as soon as you ding 70, get on this quest chain as soon as possible, so that when you're gearing up or helping others in the guild or wanting to, I don't know, maybe get some of the nethers for this item, although presumably you have to do this part of the quest first. So that's a bit awkward. And just bash out these heroics as early as you can. I do wonder, though, without reading any of the comments, how many of you knew that this is a April Fool's joke. So this is the 2007 April Fool's joke of World of Warcraft. And I think it's hilarious. And I thought bringing it back up when Tier 6 and Black Temple are just around the corner in classic World of Warcraft, I thought this was hilarious. Also, we've got, so this is the WoW wiki post for the April Fools, and it's basically got the same information here, as well as some other bits. What else do we have? So this is confirming that you wouldn't even be able to get revered before the quest. What else do we have? We have, oh, that's the NPC that you meant to speak to. Oh, this is cool. As part of the April Fool's announcement, there was also a tin foil hat. This is cool. I love this. Dude, it disguises you, and it means that you can't be shown on in-game. No one can inspect your gear, and I presume spec, in-game, and also you won't appear on the armory. I think that's very cool, because when the armory was first announced, particularly a lot of the high-end guilds, they were saying that they didn't want to be able to be like inspected and check the talents and stuff. So the tin foil hat, 99 tin bar, troll tiers, probably the tiers of all the players not wanting to show their, their rank 1 arena specs or the gear usage that they have. That's really funny. I do enjoy that. So the schematic is BOP. It creates a cloth helmet which has -10 intellect, hides the wearer's profile from the armory, allows the wearer to see the truth, may lead to an uncontrollable urge to share the truth with others, grants the wearer immunity to all forms of mind control for the next 10 seconds. Or does it? Very good. On behalf of the International Gnomish Conspiracy, I've got to inform you that we're almost out of tinfoil. Hilarious. Love it so much. Oh, this is a good picture as well. If this, like, I presume like the pixelation would be weird, but to be able to see none of the gear, that I think this is hilarious. Also, apparently, these names are something to do with like the X-Files or some sort of prominent tinfoil hat people. And they're saying in chat, are you serious? Stop invading my privacy, please. That's just hilarious. I found this whole thing hilarious. And again, because we're nearing the start of Tier 6 and the attunement being something that people are looking forward to, I hope, again, that I've not misinformed anybody by saying that this is the actual attunement guide. This is just an April Fool's. It never made it into game. It's not going to be there for Classic. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, I was thoroughly entertained by this, so I hope that some of you are. If you are, please like the video, let me know in the comments, subscribe if you want to see more actual serious content such as Tier 6 guides, which is what brought me to this April Fool's. I was looking for some extra information and research for my future Tier 6 guides, and I thought this is hilarious. I thought I must share it because I started playing WoW in the Zul'Aman patch, which is patch 2.3 or thereabouts, Zul'Aman patch, and I wasn't playing whilst this April Fool's was active, and it's hilarious. Well done, Blizzard. It's a shame that they probably won't be doing anything like this in the future, so I had a whale of a time with all of this. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video. Bye.